From the Oklahoman newsroom, this is a Varsity update. I'm Jenny Carlson here with high school sports writer Jacob Unruh. Jacob, we're over the halfway point of the regular season. Week 6 for high school football is upon us, and some interesting games right at the top of your top 10 rankings. You've got an undefeated battle to start off with in 4A, Tuttle and Bethany. And they're pretty close geographically, too. I got to think this is going to be a pretty good game.
Yeah, this game should be pretty high intensity. Two really good quarterbacks, Sam Brandt for Bethany, Carson Berryhill for Tuttle, going at it. Two good defenses. They both played pretty stiff schedules with some good opponents. They've all, I mean, obviously they've won every game they've played. This is a huge district game. When you look at it, if Bethany wins, Bethany is in firm control of this district. Tuttle wins, they've still got Blanchard on the schedule, another tough matchup that Bethany has already won. And so there's just a lot of implications in this matchup, and they're both physical teams. I mean, it's going to be, I think, a huge battle.
You've got a game at number 3 that's a rematch of a state championship game, which always adds a little extra juice, that being a 2A matchup between Washington and Millwood. Millwood undefeated, Washington with 1 loss. I don't know if both of these teams are to the level they were last year, but it's still, when you get a rematch of a state title game, that tends to add something, I would think.
Yeah, you know, this is a game that you look at earlier and you circle. You think, okay, all right, another title rematch. They move Washington and Millwood in the same district. They've not been in the same district before, and you kind of think this will be the true test for Millwood and their district schedule.
Yeah.
Washington 2 weeks ago came off a disappointing loss, but they've still played really well. They've got Trevor Stever, sorry, at quarterback. His older brother is Tyler Stever, but he's graduated. Trevor's now at quarterback, a really solid quarterback. Millwood obviously has Marcus Major and Demarion Houston. Bedlam rivals in the future this week, you know, that are teammates. They can change a game anytime. But Millwood last week kind of struggled against a community Christian team that has rebounded, and so you kind of wonder, how they recover from a game where they didn't expect to be competitive and they had to really compete.
I'll give a quick verbal nod to a 6A matchup you've got on here as PC North heads over to Tulsa Union. North, still undefeated, will be an interesting matchup there, but give some love to 8-man football, Jacob. You've got a Class C game. It's at the bottom of the top 10 games this week, but kind of interesting here as Coyle and Southwest Covenant, number 6, number 3, go against each other in an 8-man game. You know,
we don't get a lot of love to the 8-man, unfortunately. This one's local, though, with Southwest Covenant being in Yukon. Coyle comes in. Two of the better teams in Class C, especially the last 5 years or so. They both have scored a lot of points. They both don't allow a lot of points.
Yeah.
They go far in the playoffs. Huge district matchup here between these two teams that really gives them, the winner of this one control that district.
All right, if somebody wants to go out and watch 8-man football, it's local, as Jacob said, here in Oklahoma City area. We don't have a ton of 8-man teams here in the city, so go check that out. Lots of interesting games Thursday and Friday this week in Week 6. And be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.